What up, Tube? How y'all living, man? Hope everybody's day has been going amazing. I got off early this morning. I went to work expecting to pick somebody up, but I forgot somebody called in today. So that person ended up working a little longer shift. I'm actually on my way to that house right now, man. I left there, went to the gym, came take a shower, and now I am, like I say, on my way over there, man. I figured out in my last video last night, I said there's so many people down here. What is it for? Appleton, Wisconsin does like this mile of music thing. Like music is huge, like live music, instruments, all of that stuff, singing, vocalists, all of that. And that's what is going on. So it's just extremely busy downtown, but it's even during the day. That's not normal if it's not a weekend out here. So it's just kind of weird, but I want to walk down here tonight. I want to get off early, finish everything I need to today, and just come down here after I take a nap before I head to that other job tonight. It's my last day working that job. Then it's the weekend. You know how weekends go. We're going to work a little bit, go to church with the guys, and next week I literally shoot to the boot. You dig? But, yeah, though, man, I just been driving a lot, bro. That's the only downfall. Like, I filled up my gas tank day before yesterday. I'm on almost a quarter tank of gas left, bro, and that's just ridiculous to me, son. That's something I really don't like. But I also got to take into effect that I'm driving 30 minutes to that second job and back 2 a day. But yeah, man, that's what's going on, bro. We making it happen slowly but surely. Turned in our paper last night, man. We thugging it, we making it happen, son, chasing the dream, you understand? And once again, blessed to be in a position to do it, bro. And we gonna be grateful for these years whenever we are in the future, and although it requires a lot of sacrifice, bro, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of communicating, bro, it's gonna pay off. I know this for sure, man. And we just have to simply just run this play, man. Don't play no games, don't take no shortcuts, and do it the right way, bro. That's the biggest thing, doing this thing the right way, son. And I'm just learning and learning and learning and learning, so that whenever my time come, I'm gonna be able to execute to my fullest potential, bro. And I bump my head a whole bunch of the times, man, and I'm gonna bump my head once I start, but I'm ready for it, man. And I just gotta, run the play and take all the positives from everything that I'm going through, and sharpen my iron as best as I can with the things that the Most High puts inside of my life. You understand? So that's where I'm at with it, man. That's where my head at with it, son. I'm very, like I say, happy, ecstatic, excited, man. Had a conversation with my shorty yesterday just about futures and things like that, and just putting each other on the same page about where we see ourselves in the next few years and where we see ourselves in the future years and years from now, and communicating, bro. Some things are going to be said that you may or may not agree with, you understand, or may not want, but understand that the Most High got a plan for you, the person you're dealing with, the people around you, and everybody in this world. So it's just about sticking with it. Like I say, staying positive and keeping it pushing, man. And I can speak to it being hard to stay positive, son, because it do be hard, son. Like, I have a lot of good days, but I have some not so good moments in some of my days. You know what I mean? And finding something, man, whether it be the gym, whether it be the fact that you just staying disciplined right now, whatever the case may be, finding small things to flip that switch for you, bro. It's all about mindset, son, and working on it and polishing that thing up, man. And for those of y'all, maybe lost, maybe trying to figure it out, or maybe in the midst of it, man, keep pushing, son. If it don't make sense for you right now, that means you exactly where you need to be. Remember that. If it's not making sense, but you just working and working and working, you where you supposed to be, son. You where you supposed to be, bro. It's very rare that people are gonna write it down on paper and it's gonna happen exactly word for word how they said it was. You understand? And you may have a 1-year plan that may take 3 years. You may have a 5-year plan that you somehow managed to complete in a year, bro. You don't know how this thing gonna rock, son. So just keep it going, son. That's what life is inevitably about to me, son. Making it happen, like working, son. You feel me? Like, what y'all gotta understand with everything that's going on now, bro, and the evolution of society and, you know, progression with technology and all of that, you're doing the same thing your ancestors was doing. You know, they may have been working hands-on with tools, or they may have been in fields, or they may have been farmers, or they may have been whatever the case, man. But with the technology and things like that that you're doing, understanding the future, you're gonna look just as archaic to the people of the future as your ancestors look, bro. So I say that to say, use the tools around you, although they may not be a axe, a saw, a hoe, whatever you need to farm, you feel me? Shovels, you know, seeds, man. You watering these seeds mentally. You watering these seeds with getting up and going to the gym and, you know, working on communicating, working on understanding, working on humility, working on knowing when to be humble and when to say, okay, I understand, but this is how I feel and this is where I stand with these things. You understand? Working on those things, bro. That is the modern day version of planting and forming and growing and becoming better. You understand? Understanding how to utilize these technologies that are out here to progress your dream and make it happen for yourself, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm one person that's real like old school. My girl called me grandpa all the time, son. Like I embrace that. It is what it is, son. But I cannot lie and say that working on my usage of technology has not made me that much more efficient, rocking on all cylinders, bro. Like literally, I just told y'all how school has changed and my dynamic and outlook on school has changed, and I feel like I could do so much even though I'm doing just as much as I was in the past, son. And you know, I'm just rocking out, son, and I can't do nothing but thank the Most High for simply changing my mindset and placing me in situations where I, you know, have to just give things up to him, bro. Give it up to something bigger, greater, and better than you. And you know, through him you'll conquer it all. Through him that thing had been already done. Whoever, whatever, however you worship and believe, man, give it up to something and understand that it is bigger than you, son. You know? So I don't mean to just be 7 minutes of yapping at y'all, man, but it's on my mind and on my heart to tell you, son. So yeah, make something, you know, happen and don't give up, brother. Simply put, man, because you well on your way. We well on our way, you know. So yeah, man, I just told y'all what I got going. I'm driving right now. I ain't got no AC on because it messed with the sound and it's getting kind of hot. I'm starting to sweat. I just jumped out the shower, so I need to either put the windows down or turn the AC on. So let me do that, and eventually I'll tap back in at some point throughout the day with y'all, man. Y'all be easy and keep y'all heads up, man. You dig? Damn too, man. I just unloaded groceries because stocked up the pantry, man. Finna take a client to the doctor. I just been sitting at work, man. What else have I done? Oh, I was messing with this little song on my phone, but honestly just working, man. Got all my trash outside. Bro in the shower right now, and you know, wanna go present ourselves in a decent fashion, smelling good to the doctor. They're gonna be touching on us, you know. Small stuff, bro. It really teach me like when I have kids, and I'm already thinking about things that having kids would have taught me. You understand? So it's cool, man. It's fun, son. Like regardless of age, I don't look at it like that. We here to help, son, and provide, you know, a stable life. And you know, my cousin just had a tough conversation today with somebody from a team, and basically about what I would be telling y'all about, man. Different perspectives on things and sharing your perspective, understanding where somebody else is coming from, but also, you know, feeling heard, son. Because once again, it comes to a point where you can be too humble, you feel me? And sometimes being too humble can cause you to miss out on that opportunity. And I'm not saying you got to pop your shit on everybody, but, you know, let it be known where you're coming from and be felt and be heard, you understand? And communicate it respectfully, hear other people's opinions, but let your thoughts and intentions be known. I don't think that nothing is wrong with that, you know? Sometimes in communicating, that can be hard because you naturally, if you're in a communication, no disagreement with somebody, y'all are coming from two standpoints, and you know, I respect where you're coming from, but this is my thought process with what I was doing and why I did it and why we're going to continue to do things this way, you understand? And you know, sometimes it takes that for people to step back and say, you know what, you're right. I completely understand. I didn't see that then, but I see it now, and now we can move forward with that line of reasoning moving forward. Hold up, I'm getting a call. Yeah, man, but like I'm saying though, that's what it takes, bro. That's the skill building part about this side, about this business, man. And you know, we young men attempting to do it. We full of testosterone and ego and all of that, man. So you know, sometimes you know it don't come off the best. Sometimes it could have came off better. Things like that, man. So you know, we working, man, grinding, man, putting that leg work in because through him we'll conquer it all, and it had been already done. Well, what up, tube, man? I'm in the kitchen making dinner for my boy. You did what I'm saying. I'm making like tacos, man. So I got my taco shell, soft tacos. Got my little taco seasoning. Got my corn, my ground meat, and I got Mexican style rice and Spanish style rice. So, and I also got a little salsa, man. So. Made this before, you feel me? I don't have no shredded cheese, so I'm just using American cheese, man. And it may be something in the freezer. I'm just lazy and don't feel like going to look for it. But man, I'm nervous about that pressure cooker, man. I just seen the video, dude, whole face got blew up with a pressure cooker. But yeah, I'm gonna make the little burrito, you know. Wait, first of all, I'm talking too fast. So the reason I got that Mexican and Spanish style rice, because obviously rice on your burrito. And I did 2 different flavors just because I want to mix them up. And then I saved a little bit of the rice seasoning from each one, the Mexican and the Spanish. I'm gonna season my meat with it, as well as use this taco seasoning pack, and then obviously a few little herbs and spices, you did. I'm gonna put it in the burrito. And I'm gonna put it in a burrito, and I'm gonna put it in the oven and let that thing fall in love and get sticky, you feel me? And that's gonna be the burrito, man. And I made them before and them thing was slamming, so they should be slamming just the same this time, man. But I'm working, bro. I gotta go to my other job tonight. It's 6:31, so I probably ain't gonna take a nap before work, man. But it be like that, bro. It be like that, man. It's my last day before the weekend, and I just chill and hang out the weekend before I shoot to the crib, man. But that's what's going on, man. I just got off the phone with my cousin. We tag teaming. Him and Amir, y'all seen Amir in the video. They working on, like I said, we had a little tough conversation he had to have today, man. And you know, just trying to put the pieces together, man. And you know, like I said, put together the best form of care for this client moving forward, all things considered, you know, the things that he may need and everything like that, man. So this requires having tough conversations, man, and he been dealing with that really all day. So I just been over here cooling, man. Terrence been working the other house. Like I say, we just been tag teaming. I'm grateful for the have them boys, bro, because man, if we didn't, bro, stuff would be crazy, man, for sure. For sure. So you definitely need a village to raise a kid, and you need a village to run a company, bro, because especially in this field, you need a lot of committed people, you know, and you know, I need to move all on one accord, bro. And you know, so far it has been that. Obviously, we all have strengths, we all have weaknesses, man, but for the most part, we sharpen each other's iron, and you know, we work to get better in the areas that we all need to, man. Burritos in the oven, man. A mess to clean up, and boys just brought some more groceries. Throw them thing in the dishwasher, put the grocery away, man. And get ready to go to the second gig today, man. It's the end of the video, feeding dinner and winding down to go do it all again tomorrow, man. Tomorrow just the last night of working overnight, so we chilling at least for my second job. Work overnight any other days, it's gonna be at GLHHC. Dig. I ain't got nothing more than that to say, man. I appreciate you for coming and watching my video, man. It's just the life of it. Dream chasing. I appreciate y'all for coming kick it. Subscribe, like, comment, all that, man. Through him, you'll conquer it all. Through him, it was already done. I'm out of here. I went through hell and back, and I came back a better me. Said this so many times, but I swear I finally see.